is blood alone that can pay the price of freedom. Give me blood and I will give you freedom. While growing up, or even when it comes to thinking of our national heroes, we always come up with the quote, "तुम मुझे खून दो, मैं तुम्हें आज़ादी दूंगा." But do you have any idea who spoke this slogan? Yes, it was our national hero, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Namaskar and a very good morning to everyone present here. Today, we at Bal Bharati Public School have organized a special assembly on Subhash Chandra Ji and his INA, or the full form of INA, Indian National Army, to celebrate the 75th anniversary of India's independence under Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, which is organized by Government of India. Today, we will talk about his sacrifice for the motherland, to whom we would just say, time makes us proud of your sacrifice, but it doesn't heal and fill that void. On this day, the students of class 5 are going to present a special assembly. Over to you, Arna.
Thank you, ma'am. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was born on 23rd January 1897 in Cuttack, Orissa. Subhash Chandra Bose is popularly known as Netaji. His father, Janakinath Bose, was a famous lawyer, and his mother, Prabhavati Devi, was a devout and a religious lady. His father, Janakinath Bose, was an affluent and successful lawyer in Cuttack and received the title of Rai Bahadur. He later became a member of Bengal Legislative Council. Thank you.
Thank you, Arna. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was one of the most eminent freedom fighters of India. Netaji joined the National Indian Congress in 1921. He also started a newspaper called Swaraj. He was the president of the All India Youth Congress and also the secretary of the Bengal State Congress. Netaji found the Azad Hind Fauj, also called the INA or the Indian National Army, in 1942 with around 43,000 soldiers to fight against the British rule. INA, along with Japan, successfully got control of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in 1942, which was occupied by British control. Now, let us view this short enactment.
Why are these Indians fighting with us? They should be fighting with each other for food. Who is this Netaji? We should do something about him. Today, I'm going to listen to his speech, how he is able to influence the people of India.
We should have but one desire today, the desire to die so that India may live, the desire to face a martyr's death so that the path to freedom may be paved with the martyr's blood. Friends, my comrades in the war of liberation, today I demand of you one thing above all. I demand of you blood. It is blood alone that can avenge the blood that the enemy has spilled. It is blood alone that can pay the price of freedom. Give me blood and I promise you freedom.
Come back. It is my honor to request our headmistress, ma'am, to please share few views, few thoughts about Netaji. Our headmistress, ma'am, Ms. Vinaya Pujari. Over to you, ma'am.
So, what I want to ask you is, what was the month of birth of Netaji? You have just heard. Any one of you, just tell me in which month he was born. Any one of you, raise your hand and let me know. Just now you have heard, ma'am said. Yes. Yes, Arna.
Thank you, ma'am. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was born in the month of January.
All right, thank you. And Arna, can you tell me what is this month?
Ma'am, right now it's October.
October. And why are we celebrating then this something about Netaji? Why are we talking about Netaji? And why are we talking about Indian National Army today? There must be some significance. 21st October has got some very important incident attached to it. That's why it is so very important. So we should think it is not Netaji's birthday. Then what are we celebrating? What are we celebrating as 75 years? We are celebrating 75 years of establishing independent free India government. No, 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 not it is independence. Here today, 21st October, we are going to talk about the first effort made by some Indians to form a free Indian government against British rule. And that the pioneer was Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. So we should, I'm trying to explain certain things about the importance of this day so that it is absolutely clear to you. We are not celebrating Netaji's birthday, but we are celebrating the 75th anniversary of pre-provincial Indian government that was established and declared and proclaimed by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose on 21st October. So from there, and 21st October 1943, and now it is 2021. So that's why students don't get confused. It is not the birthday that we are celebrating. It is the celebration of our first effort towards India's freedom, a free country. We were ruled by Britishers. All of you are aware, right? All right. So now I am going to take you. It's very clear to you now. We are going to talk about the first pre-Indian government formed by Netaji. All right. But where did he form? When you form a government, now you see your government, your own government. We have a prime minister. Narendra Modi is our prime minister. We have defense minister, Rajnath Singh ji, right? We have home minister, Amit Shah ji. We have several ministers, right? And we also have army. Hai na? We have a very big army. We have navy, we have army, we have air force, right? So, and what is the currency of our country? Can you tell me? The currency of our country. Yes, please. Anshuman. Anshum.
Thank you, ma'am. The currency of our country is rupees.
Yes. So that means there must be a currency for a country to be called a country. It should have a prime minister, it should have its army, it should have its currency, it should have its flag, it should have its national anthem, and it should have stamps, it should have motto. All these things should be there. Na? India has all these things. That's why India now is called as independent country. So when Netaji first tried to make an independent India, free India, Hindustan, Azad Hindustan, he also had all these things. So where was his capital? So I request now Alka ma'am to take us to the place and you identify on India's map through Google Earth where actually he claimed that is his area, his Azad Hind country, and the capital of that. So this is map of India, students. Please be very careful and look at it. This is India's map after independence, students, and independence struggle was going on. And if you can see the east side of India, which is from Kolkata side, if you come down to south, Alka ma'am is taking you to Andaman Island. Andaman Island was under the control of Japanese, and in collaboration with Japanese, Netaji tried to establish his free India, Azad Hindustan. He dreamt of Azad Hindustan with the help of Japanese, and Japanese gave some portion of Andaman Island to be called as Azad Hind. Netaji was here, but he was running government in Andaman. Can you understand that? Because he was pushed out of the country by Britishers. He was in exile. So he was in Burma, but from there he was running his own country. Azad Hind. He had this dream. All right. Thank you, Alka ma'am. Now I am going to share my screen and I want to show you certain things so that you understand what I am trying to say. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and his Indian National Army. Without army, you cannot conquer or you cannot create your own country. So Netaji created his own army. So when did he do it? What is the date of the establishment of army and proclamation that we are free now? So that was 21st October 1943. Now we are celebrating 75th anniversary of formation of Azad Hind Fauj, which is also known as Indian National Army. So Azad Hind formation anniversary every year on 21st October, the anniversary of formation of Azad Hind government is celebrated across the country. This time, even Prime Minister of India also propagated and said that why shouldn't we celebrate this particular moment, because it was the first seed of India's independence. On this day, India's first independent provisional government. India never had before it. India never had any provisional government. We were ruled by Britishers. We were following all British rules. But this was the first day when India had its independent provisional government named Azad Hind government. Remember, Indian government, now it is called Indian government. At that time, it was called Azad Hind government. It was announced, first established in 1942 by Mohan Singh. In 42, it was done by Mohan Singh, Azad Hind Fauj, and later on it was taken over by or revived by Subhash Chandra Bose on 21st October 1943. So basically, Subhash Chandra Bose is credited for forming the independent provisional government. If you see the first sign of a leader is one who does something which he or she feels is the right thing to do. And mostly you will see that leaders have the tendency of rebelling towards wrong. So see, Subhash Chandra Bose qualified the prestigious Indian Civil Services Examination, ICS, conducted by Britishers. However, he soon quit as he did not want to work under British government. He did not want to serve British government. He wanted to have his own free India. That was the first step towards that. And what did he do after that? So he did not join the civil services. Then he joined the Congress Party, Indian National Congress at that time. The Congress Party was joined. He joined Congress Party, which was basically dominated by Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Patel, and so many other people. But soon he started having differences with Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru. Basically with Mahatma Gandhi, because Mahatma Gandhi, he respected Mahatma Gandhi, but he had difference of opinion because he felt that the non-violent ways of getting freedom will not serve the purpose. We have to fight to get freedom. And students, I will ask you at the end, what is your opinion? So he was a very dynamic person. So he became president of Congress Party in 1938, but was later on ousted after differences with Gandhiji and left the party. All right, but he still was continuously he was trying to find ways to make his country free his own way. So he wanted to create his own army so that he can get India, he can make India free. So he left Congress. He was thrown out of Congress party. And then there were differences. You can see here. Here you can see Gandhi ji is sitting here. Bose is here. Jawaharlal Nehru is here. So there are so many important people, but there were ideological differences. Now, what happened, because he was involved in activities which were considered by British as terrorist activities or militant activities, he was put under house arrest. In 1941, when he was under house arrest, he was not allowed to do anything, and there were so many soldiers outside his policemen and soldiers outside his home. He escaped from that house arrest and he went to Soviet Union and later on to Germany. All right, so that was great escape. Then from there he formed, there were many people who were running away from country and taking shelter in Japan, Germany, or other Soviet Union. So there they were taking and trying to support the cause of free India. So there were people, not only Subhash Chandra Bose, there were other people who formed the Azad Hind Fauj in South Asia during World War II. All right. So Azad Hind Fauj was first established by Captain General Mohan Singh in Singapore in 1942, but was later disbanded with the help of Indians living in South Asia. Bose revived the INA. आजाद हिंद फौज का दूसरा नाम उन्होंने दिया इंडियन नेशनल आर्मी. उन्होंने रिवाइव किया. He revived the Indian National Army and he became the supreme commander of this army. So the provincial government of free India. So agar country, he proclaimed the provisional government of free India, Azad Hind. He gave name not India or Hindustan. He gave name Azad Hind. And it was an Indian provisional government established in Japanese occupied Singapore. So he was there in Singapore during World War II. It was created in October 1943, as I told you, and supported by, as well as largely dependent on the Empire of Japan. So Japan, I told you that Japan gave some portion of Andaman Island, and there it allowed the Azad Hind to function. All right. But as I told you that he was not allowed to come because Britishers were not allowing Netaji to come to India. That's why he was doing it from Singapore. Formation of Azad Hind government with the help of Indian National Army. With the help of Indian National Army, he formed Azad Hind government. On October 21st, 1943, Subhash Chandra Bose assumed charge of Supreme Commander of INA and announced proclamation of the Azad Hind government. Proclamation means he announced, उन्होंने घोषणा की that this is the independent Indian government. We do not accept British rule and we will run our government from here, from Andaman and Nicobar. A great orator, Netaji gave a clarion call of independence with the famous "Give me blood and I shall give you freedom." This was the famous speech you have heard just now. The speech was made in Burma in 1944 to members of Indian National Army. To motivate army, you have to give slogans. So this was the slogan given by Subhash Chandra Bose, Netaji, that you give me blood and I will give you freedom. You give me blood means you don't have to cut your hand and give blood, but you have to, you should be ready to sacrifice your life for the cause of country. So this is the photograph of proclamation. If you can see on my right hand side, it is Netaji's picture and he is delivering the most famous speech. The proclamation was made in 1943. However, the speech was made in 1944. Remember. So area under governance, almost all of the territory of provisional government lay in the Andaman Islands. I have explained it to you through Google Map. Although the provisional government was allowed some authority over Indian enclaves in Japanese occupied territory. थोड़े बहुत areas जो Japanese के अंडर में थे उसमें भी थोड़ा दिया, but mostly it was situated in Andaman Islands. All right, some interesting fact about the Azad Hind. The capital was Port Blair, you saw it. What is the capital now of Free India? It is New Delhi, but at that time it was Port Blair. All right. So where capital in exile, that was when Netaji was in exile, what was the capital? Rangoon and Singapore and Tokyo. Common language of that Azad Hind was Hindustani. Religion, Hinduism and Sunni Islam. Netaji and his army challenged the British force near Kohima and Imphal. And they had a very huge battle, which is now declared as greatest ever battle fought by British National Army Museum in London. There was a voting, and this battle was voted as the greatest battle that Netaji and his army fought with Britishers in Kohima and Imphal. Imphal and Kohima, and you should remember this in 1944. But every good thing, there should be an end, it seems, and then only the new things will come up. So as the result of Second World War, Japan was defeated, Germany was defeated. So the support that Netaji was getting was also taken away, and Netaji was left alone to defend Rangoon from Britishers, and British army defeated Netaji's army, and that was the end of Indian national governments. All right. So if you can see flag, this was the flag. And why did I say that he loved and respected Gandhiji? Because he did not leave the charkha, which was used by Gandhiji. He used it everywhere. So though he had ideological differences, but he definitely loved Gandhiji so much. So this was the flag of Azad Hind. This was the seal. Every king has his or her own seal. The country has its own seal. So this is Azad Hind country and its seal. So you can see. And what was the motto? Ittihad, Itmad and Qurbani, which means unity, faith and sacrifice. That was the motto of that country. This was the currency whose picture is there. Of course, Netaji's picture is there. So this was 1,000 rupee note, and this was the currency which was used. And these are some stamps which were not released, but had it been a successful journey, it would have been released. So these are some of the stamps. A country must have its own stamps, postal stamps.
Thank you, ma'am. Now let us continue with Bhumika. Over to you, Bhumika.
कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा, ये जिंदगी है कौम की, तू कौम पे लुटाए जा। कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा, ये जिंदगी है कौम की, तू कौम पे लुटाए जा। तू शेर हिंद आगे बढ़ बढ़ने से फिर भी तू न डर, उड़ा के दुश्मनों का सर जशी वतन बढ़ाए जा। तू शेर हिंद आगे बढ़ बढ़ने से फिर भी तू न डर, उड़ा के दुश्मनों का सर जशी वतन बढ़ाए जा। कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा, ये जिंदगी है कौम की, तू कौम पे लुटाए जा। कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा, ये जिंदगी है कौम की, तू कौम पे लुटाए जा। जय हिंद। I want all my friends to speak with me. Jai Hind. My dear friends, this slogan Jai Hind was given to us by Netaji himself. এবারে আমি নেতাজি সুভাষ চন্দ্র বোসকে শ্রদ্ধাঞ্জলি দিতে চাই। Now, I request Niti ma'am to tell us how to make a Netaji cap.
Thank you, Bhumika. I hope you all enjoyed the song Kadam Kadam Badhaye Ja, खुशी के गीत गाए जा. Let us start. I hope everybody has an A4 size sheet at home. You can choose any color of your choice. So let us begin. I request the teachers also to join me in an effort towards making Netaji cap. I have a single sheet of newspaper, right? So you take the longer side and you fold it into two halves. Now, after you have folded it nicely, please press the crease so that it sets down. The fold should be pressed really nicely so that the crease is formed. Now, we will take approximately 4 inches on an A4 size sheet, and those who are using a newspaper, they can take approximately 7 inches and fold your paper. Now again, I'll repeat. Those using an A4 size sheet will, this is your sheet, this is the folded side, the open portion is downwards, the closed portion is on the above. Now you will fold it you'll take 4 inches, you know how to mark 4 inches, you can take your scale, mark 4 inches and fold it from there. The closed end, not the open end. Open end is towards the bottom. The closed end, those who are using newspaper, they will fold it to 7 inches from both the sides. So let us fold it from both the sides. I would request you all to kindly show it to me on the screen so that I know that we all are on the same page. You can show me with a thumbs up. Have we reached till this portion? So now it looks something like this. I folded it from both the ends. Inwards, I have folded it. Now what do? I will take one end and I will put my finger right in the middle here at the point and I will open it like this. And I will fold both the corners again. Just the way we make an aeroplane. We make an aeroplane also something like this. Paper aeroplane, something like that. So now you can see a triangle shape has been formed on my screen. See, like this. So I'll put my finger again. I'll show it to you. So this is the fold. This is the 4 inches. Where the 4 inches tip is there, I'll put my finger inside the paper on that tip and I will fold it like this from both the sides. I'll show it to you on this side also. This was my tip of 4 inches. I will put my finger here inside and like this, it will form a conical shape. And I will press the ends. Let us press the ends like this. So now both the sides I have these. Now it looks something like a hut shaped. Paper is in front of you. Now there is one end that is inward and one end is outwards. I will fold it back. I will fold it back equally to the front end. Like this. Now it has turned out to be like this. So it was like this and I turned it at the back and I simply again made the crease. Now you can see, children, one will be in front and one will be at the back. All right, so it comes out to be like this. Let us try it at the other end also. So here I have again repeated the same step on the other side. Like this. Now it should look like this from both the sides, from front as well as at the back. Right? Both the sides it is looking similar. Now again I want to see your thumbs up if you are with me, if we all are on the same page. Teachers, I request you also to please turn on your cameras and we need to be on the same page. Now, after this has been done, again, we have one end which is closed end and there is another end that is open end, this. I will take this above, half of it, and I will fold it upwards. I'll fold it on the table first and then I'll show you exactly how it looks. So I took the half of it. This was the complete sheet. This was the complete sheet. I took the half of it and from the open end and I made a fold like this and another fold like this. Now this looks like this. So the inside portion is this, the folded portion where we had folded the paper. See this and this. And then I made the paper into two halves again, like this, equal halves. After this, I will again fold my hat. Let us fold the hat again. Now both the ends have to be the same. Okay, I'll repeat. This was one. So steps, I'll repeat the steps from beginning. This was one after we had made the fold. Then one fold like this, another fold like this. Right? Now the upward fold, the fold that is above, we will pull it down and make it equal to the paper in the corners, like this. Now all of it is same. See, again, this was the sheet, the paper. I made a fold equal to the inside page, this page. So I made one fold and the backward paper also, I made a fold. Now I should have three sheets in front of me. This is one, this is the middle one, two, and this is the third one. And these now the upward ones will look like this. I hope everybody is with me so far. Great. Now what will we do? We will, once the folds are outward, both the folds are outside. Now I will fold them inside. Same fold, but I will crease it inside. So let us do it. Now I have one sheet, the other sheet is like this, and I have third sheet. Now both sides I have these. Remember that we had made on both the ends. I'm going to put the paper inside from both the ends. It should be like this because I have folded the sheet. Again, this was the open sheet. I'll place the sheet from the corners inside this, like this, from both the ends. I'll stuff it in like this from here, and I will stuff it in from here as well. And very nicely, very carefully, I'm going to put it inside and make the crease again. You have to make the crease again and again. And I see Bhumika is already, her cap is ready and she is trying to put it on her head. And those who have already made the caps, who are ahead of Smriti ma'am, and they're doing a great job.
Wow. Anshu, great. Rashi ma'am, great. Bhumika, very good.
Now just open this and start pressing it. I am, and I'll have to put my hat. I'm ready with my hat like this. This is not fitting, but I've made one of my own size like this. And here is my Netaji hat. See, can you see it? Now, I hope you all enjoyed making this hat. And what did we learn from today's assembly? We learned that you must strive for a well-rounded personality and how to work hard in order to achieve your dreams, just like the spirit that was displayed 100 times over in the War of Independence by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. The session cannot end without us speaking few lines which were spoken by our national hero. हमारा सफर कितना ही भयानक और बदतर क्यों ना हो, फिर भी हम आगे बढ़ते ही रहना चाहिए. सफलता का सफर लंबा हो सकता है, लेकिन आना अनिवार्य है. Thank you everyone for joining this session today. Have a good day.